I don't owe a nigga shit. I'm a grinder, I wasn't built to ride the bench. Forgot about my problems, I got rich. I got bitches, I got niggas, family members on my dick who talk behind your back when you don't want to.
Welcome back to the First Day on the Job podcast, baby. I'm your host, Riley. You already know what it is, man. I'm back with some more content and shit, some more shit to, talk about, give people response and all that type of shit. So, I'm gonna just get into it. But today, I want to talk about, for real, I want to start with the NFL shit, with the sports shit. But ladies, stay tuned, because I ain't gonna talk about this shit the whole time. I got some other shit to talk about that I think y'all should hear, or y'all, could come back at me or some shit like that. But, I want to start off with the NFL. I kind of skipped over that shit because there was a lot of crazy shit going on. So, I'm like, damn, should I just wait till, all the big shit, all the big news and shit happen? I didn't know it was going to be this type of big news that happened, but I'm like, should I just wait till all the big news go by and then, talk about, what's going to happen with the league and all that? Or should I just talk about that shit while it's happening? So it could be breaking news type shit or whatever, but first of all, I'm gonna start with the Russell Wilson shit, because that shit surprised me. It surprised me a little bit, only because last year they was talking about him leaving, going to wherever. He gave him a list of teams or whatever he wanted to leave, but damn, he went to Denver and they was already okay, their defense was alright and shit, and they got some receivers out there and shit for him to throw to. Ain't like he throwing the dirt, but that shit crazy. I ain't see that shit coming. I ain't see him going to Denver. I thought the Eagles was gonna have a play in there. I don't know what the fuck we be doing. We ain't been doing nothing crazy this all season. I'm gonna get to that a little bit, but we ain't been doing nothing crazy. So I thought we was in the sweepstakes for him and Deshaun Watson. We ain't trying to get none of them. But it's cool. We gonna rock with Jalen Hurts for now. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. With the Russell Wilson shit, I think they gonna be. I think that's a great pickup. I think they gonna be a nice team. The Broncos, they like I said, they got the alright defense already, young niggas and shit, and they got the explosive little receivers and shit, Tim Patrick, fucking Jerry Jeudy and shit. They gonna be alright. Courtland Sutton, and they got some good running backs. So that's gonna be a nice little squad right there. Then we got the fucking Tyreek Hill trade. That shit came as a complete surprise. I'm like, yo, these niggas just traded Tyreek Hill and shit. But I see what it was for. It was for the money and shit. I see a lot of people going for the money, and you can't say nothing about that. That's their bread, that's their pockets. You can't count none of their pockets. So what I was saying was the Chiefs is everybody was saying this for real. All the sports people were saying this for real, but I had the same idea. I'm like, the Chiefs is that's a great organization, and you got the quarterback, you got the coach, good schemes and all that. So it's damn, you wanted to leave all that for Miami, but then you think about it, he went to Miami. Either way you think about it, bro, he in Miami. That's a good job either way, but not even thinking about it on no life type shit or whatever, just on the football field. He got to it. He gonna have something to prove to it, got something to prove, but he was doing this in college and shit. He had a little track team of receivers and shit. He would dump off little passes to him and they'd take that shit to the crib and all that. So I feel like they can run that same type of offense with Tua and shit. He can be successful and shit in that. But damn, I didn't think Tyreek Hill was gonna go there. But him and Jalen Waddle, that's gonna be some crazy shit to watch. That shit gonna be some shit that niggas gonna want to watch. That's gonna be exciting football and shit. Niggas speeding all over the field. That's 242 niggas. That's crazy. So that shit was crazy, but it wasn't. I don't think it was crazier than the Davante Adams trade. When I first heard that really shocked me way more than the Tyreek Hill trade. The Tyreek Hill trade, I'm all right, maybe the Chiefs can. Regroup and grab a speedy receiver. Ain't saying he gonna be Tyreek Hill. Nigga, definitely not gonna be Tyreek Hill, but it's a bunch of receivers coming out this year. They can grab two of them. I think they got 2 first-round picks, but either way, they can grab one in the first, one in the second, whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? That shit ain't probably ain't nothing to them for real, especially with the scheme that they run. Like they could probably get, I mean, any type of receiver in there and getting working and shit. Like just like the bull Brian Pringle and shit. They bought him in. I mean, bull wasn't that tough, but they got Mahomes. You gotta think about it. They set. Like once you got the set quarterback, it's like, all right, we could probably find some weapons and shit. We ain't gonna spend all our money on the weapons. We just gonna get that bread to the quarterback and then find weapons and little weapons in free agency or we go to the draft and shit. So that's what probably they playing. But with the back to the Devontae Adams joint, I ain't gonna lie, that shit shocked the shit out of me. But then when I thought about it, like once I said, damn, he traded to the Raiders. I'm like, the fuck the Raiders? I'm like, the fuck going on? But I thought about it. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga definitely played with Derek Carr. He definitely from the West Coast. So he wanted to go back to the West Coast and shit. He in the Raiders. That's his home team. I think a nigga from Northern California. So he from like Oakland, whatever. So that was a good job for him. They said that I was surprised. I'm like, damn, the Packers gonna let him go like that type shit. But they said that they tried to match the offer, but that nigga said, fuck it, I'm trying to go home and shit. And that's a good jump because he probably work out with Derek Carr in the offseason. So it's like they gonna have some type of little connection. Like it ain't like they gonna be fucking strangers and shit. They gotta work through the whole offseason to get a whole connection because they probably definitely work together in the offseason in Northern California, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? I got my LA hat on. I'm always repping my second city. You did. So, But yeah, that shit was crazy. Then you got the fucking the Deshaun Watson job. I'm tripping. That shit was a big trade. I think that's gonna be big for Cleveland. Like the Browns always ass. It don't matter. It don't be mattering who the fuck they be having, but I think with Deshaun Watson, that shit over with. he a different bull. He not like other niggas they bought in this shit. Other quarterbacks, especially other quarterbacks. Them niggas been ass. They really be switching quarterbacks every other year. Every year for real. So they got Baker Mayfield, and that nigga ain't won shit for real. So they about to let him go and shit. But he's still on the team. I really think Baker Mayfield should go to the Giants or some shit, like a big market where that nigga can show his shit. Like he can show off or whatever. Fans gonna like him whether they winning or not. Like the fucking Giants, they probably don't give a fuck. They'll take that nigga. But he not stupid ass though. He could definitely probably win some games and shit and bring some excitement to the Giants. So I don't know, man. We gonna see what happened with that nigga, but I don't know why I'm talking about the Giants. They stupid as hell. They still stuck on the boy Daniel Jones. That nigga ain't nothing. He really ain't nothing. Like that shit crazy though. Like all them trades, like even the little behind the scenes like pickups and all that, like Juju Smith going to the Chiefs and shit. That's why I say they figure like they can bring in a whole new, room of receivers and be like, fuck it, we run that shit like that. Like that's how we about to do that shit. But shit though, I don't know, man. I'm just hoping the Eagles do something, man. All I know is the AFC got way harder, so the NFC a little bit more easier. So it's like we not ass. We got to the playoffs last year, the Eagles and shit. So you feel me? I feel like we can do something for real. Once we, I don't know. I don't want to say once we find a quarterback, cause Jalen Hurts, he a cool boy. He definitely a cool boy. I be trying to think like, should we get his man like the set spot and like just let him go out there? But then when they did that last year, and even though that's his second year or whatever, people want to say it's his rookie year. When they did that last year, he ain't really show nothing all crazy. He did some stuff in the running game. He's probably a great runner, a good or great runner, but I don't know, man. I just don't see him as our quarterback of the future that's gonna lead us to the Super Bowl. Like even when we won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles, man, that was all on his arm, man. That shit ain't had nothing to do with no dual threat type shit and all that. Like I fuck with the dual threat, but come on, man. Sometimes that shit you gotta throw the ball. You a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to get into real quick what I think the Eagles gonna do in the draft, or what I feel like our 3 picks we should pick in the first round and shit. I think we should go I think we should go probably corner first. If Sauce Gardner's still there or whatever, we should go corner first, grab him, and then go receiver, and then whatever, we probably go back to defense and shit with the third pick. Or we can trade one of the picks. We could definitely trade one of them Jones. Move up, grab whatever receiver or whatever cornerback we want. If we want Sauce and shit, we can move up, grab him, and then, you know what I'm saying, get a receiver. It's like legit, it's literally like 10 to 12 receivers in this joint that can make a little impact. Like, some of them might be all right. I mean, they might not make the crazy ass impact like Jamar Chase made this year, but nah, some of them niggas can definitely, I mean, definitely get down and shit. But I hopefully we get either Garrett Wilson, the boy from Ohio State, receiver boy, and then Derek Stingley. I know they say he falling, but shit, what he did in his freshman year, fuck that shit. We might as well just take him. Like, that's all technique. He ain't lose that shit. He probably really just wasn't playing for real because LSU was ass. But if we can get either Garrett Wilson, Derek Stingley, and it don't even matter with the third pick. I don't even know for real. But if we don't get Garrett Wilson, because he might go early too, I think we should get Drake London, the boy up from USC. Bull 6'5", he's 6'5", this nigga 6'5", like Tucson, whatever. But the nigga could go over the top and all that other shit while Devontae Smith worked the middle and all that. That's why I feel like we should definitely, grab him and shit. Cause he can do some major shit. He can definitely help out Jalen Hurts too, a taller receiver and shit. Nigga don't gotta put everything on the money and shit. He got like a bigger radius to catch everything. So that's just what I think the Eagles should do in the draft. Like, they can do whatever. They can either trade one of those picks or just use the third one for another defensive player, whoever falling and shit, whoever the top prospect is at the time. But yeah, I feel like we definitely need a top prospect receiver, a receiver that can get the fuck open and catch the ball. Like, I'm tired of this Jalen Reagor shit, man. I'm tired of even talking shit about him. Like, he ass. Like, it is what it is. He ass. He not never gonna be good, I don't think, unless I don't know, unless you're not taking it serious and he just turn up or some shit. Or we trade him. And this how I usually go. We trade the nigga. He turn up for another team and shit. Like, nah, bro. I definitely don't do that. Niggas gonna be on your head for that, brother. But nah, like, I definitely think we need a fast receiver or a tall receiver. Just like we won the Super Bowl with Alshon Jeffrey, we need a tall receiver. That's why I'm saying Drake London. I fuck with that pick right there. But we gonna see what we doing and shit. The draft come on, and I think the end of April. Yeah, I think the end of April. I'm gonna do a little video on that shit too. When niggas trying to see, when niggas talking about, I'm gonna try to run through the whole draft and shit. I'm gonna try to do a whole little mock draft or whatever. See, what niggas talking about. Niggas can refute that shit too. Say nah, that we don't want that nigga. He ain't no good or whatever. But the second thing I want to talk about, my second topic, I was watching this podcast with these two girls. I probably won't shout it out because I don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's called the Poor Minds Podcast or whatever. And the two girls was talking about they was talking about a dream man and shit. And I was just watching, seeing what they were saying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck y'all think a dream man look like to y'all? Like, I'm just listening to shit what they talking about. So I wanted to make this video to, like, I don't know, refute they shit or whatever. Like, I just wasn't fucking what they was talking about for real. Even though I fuck with the podcast, I was like, nah, man, that shit ain't happening. So look, they was saying basically they was, I don't know, I don't want to go too much into what they was saying, but basically she was saying like she want a man that listen to everything she do, like, that move on her type command type shit. And my opinion on that is, hell no, that ain't no dream, man. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. I don't care if a nigga got the mindset of a pimp or a fucking simp. You not getting that. You not getting that from no nigga. Even if the simp nigga, Even if this some nigga just be like, all right, I'm gonna deal with this for a while or whatever. He just bothering it. Once he feel like he gonna be like, man, I ain't fucking doing this shit no more. I ain't doing this and that. He gonna snap out because ain't no man like I don't even think no person like feel like following rules type shit like or whatever like just feel like they I mean they gotta follow rules and shit just to just to fuck with somebody or whatever like nah. That ain't no dream, man. I feel like that's just somebody you want to control. So that was my little first point on it. My second point was when like I wanted to know like when did they think, and somebody can answer this in the comments or whatever, like but like when did they think or when do girls think a man like when do you know he gonna be a dream man, like basically what I'm trying to say, like you're not because you're not gonna know in the beginning because a nigga definitely gonna do whatever you gotta do to fire you up to get you to get the panties off and shit. So it ain't gonna be like, all right, this is my dream, man. He doing this, and that. In the beginning, he take me out. He giving me money and shit or whatever your fucking little preferences is. He giving me this and that. He giving me everything I want. But if that's in the beginning, like, you feel me? Like that's just little honeymoon shit. Like you don't know if that's your dream, man. I ain't gonna say that's not your dream, man, but you don't know if that's your dream, man, yet. You just if you telling your friends and all that type of shit, you just putting that on the nigga. Nigga ain't even show his real side yet. He trying to get to know you, but he trying to get the panties, for real. So he gonna do what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from a male experience, so this ain't coming from no bullshit out of the left wing and shit. But you know what I'm saying, like, a nigga don't do what he gotta do in the beginning, so you not gonna know when he your dream man unless you let the nigga be with you for, I'll say fucking 8 to 10 months to a year or some shit. Like then you be like, all right, if he doing the same shit after a year and shit that he was doing in the honeymoon stage, it's like, yeah, he probably is your dream man. He fuck with you for real. He really gonna do everything that he said he was gonna do and shit. He probably is your dream man and shit. But you gotta wait for that to see like, all right, is this shit gonna be what I want it to be, or is it gonna be like, this at the beginning, and then we get to fucking, like I said, 8 to 10 to a year and shit, and this nigga a whole different person. Or we can flip it to the nigga side. It can be a girl and shit. She could be acting a certain way in the honeymoon stage or whatever. Y'all start really fucking with each other a year down the line, and she switch up, like, or she not even switch up. She just be herself again. She just like, man, I'm just gonna be myself now. This nigga know me and shit, so I'm just gonna be myself. And herself might not be the fucking person that you met or that you want to fuck with. Like, you like, damn, what the fuck? I thought you was my dream person, but now you looking like, damn, I don't even want to fuck with you no more. You acting like you on some bullshit. But that was my second point. I don't know when they thought they was gonna know. You feel me? When the nigga was their dream nigga or whatever. But I don't know. But then my next point was this is like to sum it all up or whatever. I just think like what they was saying, what they was describing as a dream man, and I feel like for a lot of girls that's the same case. Like it's just somebody that y'all want that y'all like, it's like a pet. Y'all want somebody that's gonna listen, do what y'all want them to do. You feel me? Treat y'all how y'all want them to treat them, and fuck y'all how y'all want to be fucked. So it's like, you want every step, and then you want the nigga to be gangster. So you feel me? It's like, nah, that's not for everybody, but I don't know, like it just be like, man, that's not no dream, nigga. You asking too much out of a nigga. That's when a nigga get mad and be like, come on, man, I ain't trying to do all that. But what's my last point? Yeah, but I just wanted to say shout out to the podcast I was watching or whatever. I fuck with that John, but I'm just saying like you gotta wait. Well, I'm not saying you have to. I'm not, cause I ain't telling nobody how to run their shit or whatever, how to run their life. But you should wait to see, what a person is about and shit, and do a little research on them and shit, see if they bullshit before you even start fucking with them like that. But yeah, you definitely gonna have to wait to see if they your dream man or dream girl or whatever. That shit definitely not gonna be in the honeymoon stage. You just gonna be fucking food and shit when they fucking show they real colors and shit and be like, man, stop fucking with you. They gonna give you the cold shoulder type shit. Especially if you getting annoying to them. If they playing the facade or whatever, and you start getting annoying to them, like, oh man, this ain't even me, man. Why the fuck am I doing this? They go show they true colors quick. It ain't gonna be 6 months or 8 months, whatever I said. That shit gonna be like 2-3 months. They gonna be like, man, I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm about to just fucking do my shit how I do my shit. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about either. But yeah, nah, that's why I wanted to get into today, man. You know what it is, man. Welcome to the motherfucking First Day on the Job podcast. This episode 2. Let's get it. Your boy Riley. You know what I mean? Comment, all that shit. Like, all that shit, whatever. I'm out.